Welcome to the Extra Funny Podcast. My name is Riggins, and you see Lindsay over there. Hey, Lindsay.
Yeah, hey, is it gonna be extra funny?
I don't know. Well,
It's
okay.
not
TJ just left. He's got a bunch of stuff going on in between working two jobs. He's got his night radio show and his morning radio show, and he's also going to our old office to clean out a bunch of stuff. And we've got you wouldn't believe the amount of stuff that Ace and TJ acquired over the years, memorabilia, equipment, things like that. So TJ's going to go handle that. I've got to go do my own thing with a bunch of tech equipment that we have. So it's just kind of a hectic season right now for the TJ and Riggin show. And part of it, Lindsay is already emotional today.
I've been crying all day. All
You,
day.
yeah, you kind of have been like, I don't know. I don't want to say overly emotional. You're just being emotional today, which is not, I'll say this. We've had emotional moments on the show. Lindsay is not a crier in the sense like she gets on the radio and just sort of like lets it all out. That is not Lindsay at all. But today, I think we've had two instances at least of Lindsay crying
Yeah.
during the show.
I don't know what is going on with me today. Um, well, I'll tell you where I think some of it maybe subconsciously comes from.
Okay.
So TJ's cleaning out the office, right?
Yeah.
He's running across stuff that's, I mean, how old would you say? I mean, 20 years. I mean,
Oh, I'd say 30 years of
30
stuff.
years. Like, and he's sending us some pictures of stuff like, do you want some of this stuff? Just things that they're trying to clean out or whatever, and old pictures. And I think it's making me a little emotional. And I don't think I realized till this therapy session with you, Riggins, thank you, that that's what it is, because he's sending us funny pictures, and they really are funny, but it's also like memories that I have and that I don't know. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I think it represents like when you look back at uh, mementos or memorabilia, whatever it is, from people who are important in your life, and you look at it like from 30 years ago or something. I think it's natural to be kind of sentimental about it.
Yeah.
And some people are more sentimental than others.
Yeah.
And I found out this week that you're kind of sentimental.
I am, and I'm an emotional person. I always have been. It's that y'all don't see it because when I'm always like want to be positive and funny and laugh, and because I like that side of me better, obviously, obviously. But it's just like this week has just got me in all the feels. Like he sent a picture that said, "Do you want some of these?" And they're just, what are those things? The Ace and TJ, what are those?
Yeah, those were what they call mic flags. So when you work in a radio station, you have a microphone, obviously, but there's a, a little banner that goes around the bottom of the microphone, and it usually represents like this radio station that you're on. But we had our own Ace and TJ mic flags,
Yeah.
and there weren't many of them. I think we had 4 total. So yeah, TJ was going through stuff, and he's trying to figure out what he wants to keep in storage, because we do have a lot of Ace and TJ articles, magazine covers,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So he's trying to, ask us if we want certain things because he thinks we would want them. So that's what
Rob,
that is.
he sent a text to all of us and said, "Who would want one?" And Rob writes back immediately, no thanks." And I'm like, like I want one as a memory.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what it was, but I wanted it.
Yeah.
And I think another thing is too, TJ's getting sentimental about it, and he doesn't really let on that he necessarily feels that way, but I know that he does, and I think that hurts me a little bit. Like, I don't. Why am I crying again?
I
Look
don't
at
know
me.
why you're crying again. Yeah, and he doesn't look back in sadness. He looks at it with the memories of accomplishment, great accomplishment.
Yes.
So he's very proud of what he was able to do with Ace in radio and in life.
Yeah.
So they were, in similar positions in life, throughout their career. So I think there's an element of like, yeah, these represent significant milestones in my life, and
Yeah.
he wants to share them because he doesn't need 4 Ace and TJ Mike flags.
Right.
He only wants to keep 1. So
I
he's spreading that with us.
I do think he's gets emotional. You don't think, like, I know he doesn't show it, but you don't think he's getting sentimental about it, and he's just like not.
I don't. He's not getting sentimental in the same way you are. I don't think. But but then again, Jody says he's like a crier, and I go,
Yeah.
"What? I've seen him cry a handful of times in the 15 years I've worked with him, or whatever it is."
Yeah.
But she says he cries at all different kinds of movies and television shows. She says she'll look over when they're watching a movie and he'll be like, dabbing
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
eyes. So he might be. I just don't see a lot of that side of him.
I don't either, and that's why when she's told me that before as well, and I think maybe now I'm more, I don't know, not on the lookout, but like more, I know that might be how he is, you
Is
know?
it is it possible that you're maybe more emotional because you're getting ready for your daughter to go into kindergarten and there's like a lot of, or no?
Could be. Listen, I could have a lot of things going on in here that I don't really know, that's why I'm upset. It could be that I'm in a house with 6 kids
Right.
and, that are terrorists and, maybe I wanna, leave. I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, could be could be
No,
that.
I get it. Lindsay's at the beach right now and she's been there since Saturday. And when are you coming home?
Saturday.
Yeah. So
Saturday. It's like a full 7 days.
it's a lot of energy with that many kids in the house. By the way, somebody was like, "Does Lindsay have 6 kids?" Because we posted this video of her shark encounter earlier this week, and
Yeah.
she was like, "I saw the 6 kids out in the water." And somebody was like, "Does Lindsay have 6 kids?" I had to go and clarify. No, just 3, but they were there with another family.
The
But
answer is hell no, lady. Hell no.
hell no.
Hell no.
She's got 2, and that's plenty. That's
Plenty.
plenty.
I mean, listen, I can't even get a dog, I'm so unstable, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. And you love, well, you say you're unstable. I don't ever see that side of you, but I'm sure it comes out when.
Yeah, and I'm not really, I joke about it, but it could fall apart quickly if I had another one. It could just all crumble, you know?
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be their fault, it would be, my own, so.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break. TJ's not here. He's left for the day, but he will be back tomorrow. We're just going to take a quick break. We're going to let Lindsay dry her eyes, and we
Okay.
are going to maybe move on, or maybe we'll keep talking about this. We'll find out. But this is the Extra Funny Podcast, and we will be right back.
Hey guys, I'm not one to sit here and brag about myself. If anything, it's the opposite. But let me tell you how many compliments I've been getting since I've used Love Into Skincare. Their Precious Potion Moisturizer. Ooh, it is so luxurious on your skin. Check it out at tjriggins.com/deals. Code TJ for 21% off.
Hey, it's TJ. My wife Jody and I would never even think of buying or selling a house without using the Temple Team. We've used the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty for years, and you should too. They are experts, and you are going to love them. Just go to tjriggins.com/Temple Team.
Welcome back to the Extra Funny Podcast. My name is Riggins. That is Lindsay. If you're not watching the podcast on YouTube, make sure you go check it out every weekday. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's at TJ Riggins TV. We would love to have you over there on YouTube. But whether you're listening on Spotify at tjriggins.com, we are here for you 24/7. You can stream the show all the time. You can't get rid of us, honestly.
Honestly, and is that annoying, you think, or no?
I don't know. You hear from listeners sometimes they go, "Oh, you know what? This is my comfort show." And to me, that is what I love hearing. And you go, well, what does that mean? It's something that you just put on in the background and it makes you feel you're not even listening to every word, but it just
Yeah.
gives you a sense of comfort because they're people you feel like
Yeah.
and it's just a nice, calming, comforting feeling. So I love hearing stuff like that. That this is my comfort show, or you're on the comfort show. I like
I do
that.
too.
So
I like that too.
it's a
That's
nice feeling.
probably one of the best compliments, don't you think?
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so. Rather than like, you're so funny, which is a great compliment as well. But yeah,
Yeah.
just knowing you made somebody feel okay or feel good it's a good feeling.
Then I
So
think, would I wanna hear my voice? I mean, I think
yeah.
about my voice, I don't think comforting goes with my voice,
Why
you
not?
know?
You don't think I'm comforted?
You don't
You
think
don't
I'm
think I'm
comforting? 'Cause I've had people like, I was at the dentist one time in that little, you're in your little cubicle thing,
Yeah.
and somebody peeked around the corner and said, "Is that Lindsay from the Ace and TJ show?"
No
And this
way.
was years ago. And, the lady was like, are you Lindsay from the Ace and T? My dental hygienist. She was like, "Are you Lindsay from the Ace and TJ show?" I say, like and the lady was like, "I can spot your voice from a mile away," and I'm like, "Is it a compliment or is it an insult?" Like I couldn't tell what she was
No,
saying.
it's a compliment because the worst thing that could happen is to be forgettable, and you don't want that to happen. So you've got a voice that people recognize, and it's so funny you said that because I was texting Alexis the other day. I said, "How's the baby doing?" or whatever, and she said, you wouldn't believe how many of the NICU nurses have recognized me as Alexis from the Ace and TJ show." So it happens in
Yes.
public, and it's kind of fun though, right?
Yeah, yeah, depending on what they say. I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's always at it's at the worst moments.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like worst moments.
yeah.
The dental hygienist is like pulling they're like doing x-rays and here come, yeah, hey, you know?
I've heard people talk about that especially hygienists try to have full-on conversations with you when you're getting I've never had that happen. Maybe I've just gotten the wrong ones, but yeah, that's like the most awkward time to start a conversation. I don't even
Yeah.
get that.
Or I was at Target one day with my two kids and then one of their friends, and they were causing a scene, begging for toys, the whole thing. Someone stops me and tries to talk about the show. I'm sweating. I'm trying to rally these kids, make sure they're not running off, into Target somewhere. And I'm trying to look at her and be nice, but also like, can you give me a minute? Like I'm sweating, worst timing.
Most interactions with listeners are great, but Lindsay and I don't know if you remember this, Lindsay, but I don't know. I don't even remember where we were. We were at some sort of gala or event where we had to get dressed up. That's what I do remember. And we had a woman come up to us and she asked us each like kind of, I want to say inappropriate or even offensive, but odd questions. The woman asked me if I was on the spectrum. And it was just weird because that was like the first question. She said, "Hi, I just want to know, are you on the autism spectrum?" And I thought that was such an odd question. And I didn't take offense to it. Obviously, I just said no. And then she just kind of moved on, like didn't give me any context for it. But then
Yeah.
later do you remember what this woman had said to you?
I can't remember because I think I was so taken aback by what it conspired with your question that I was
Yeah.
like, "What's happening right now?"
What is going on? Yeah. And we were at some fancy event. So sometimes they can be awkward interactions, but 99.995% of the time, everybody's
Yeah.
super cool.
Could you imagine that scenario happening where some lady asked a Gen Zer if they're on the spectrum? I mean, this was how many years? 12, 10 years ago
At
that this
least. Yeah.
happened. Now, oh, you wouldn't be caught. I mean, she would have been
Yeah.
sued or like,
They would have
and
pulled
you were
out their
just kind of like,
phone. Yeah.
pull out your
It
phone. You're being recorded right now. You're
yeah.
being recorded.
Your ass is going on TikTok and you're like, "Oh
Yes.
no."
Yeah. But I do remember that and thinking like, I wonder why she's asking us weird questions.
Yeah, that was an odd one.
Yeah. But normally they're not like that.
Everybody's always super cool. And if you ever see one of us, and TJ has said this plenty of times, like, because sometimes we get messages like, "Oh, I saw you at a restaurant, but I didn't want to bother you." And so
Yeah.
TJ will be the first to say, if you see me out in public, come over and say hello. I love meeting people. And he means it. He's not just saying it. He
Yeah.
really does genuinely, whether he's eating or not.
Yeah.
And
Same.
they've been up in the mountains and like eating breakfast, and people will come and stop by when he's with Jody or whatever. And yeah, they both enjoy it, I know. So
Yeah.
yeah, don't
They'll
hesitate
even
to
message
express.
us and say, I saw him. Do you think he would care? I'm like, no,
No.
he loves it.
Yeah, and Ace was the same way. He,
Oh,
loved meeting listeners and things like that. That shouldn't surprise you.
no, that does not. He was the
He was the
one.
king of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, if you're not subscribed to Extra Extra Funny, make sure you get subscribed. TJ will be back tomorrow on the TJ Riggins Show and Extra Funny, and we will see you tomorrow.
See ya.
When you subscribe to the show, you get all of our shows right when you open up your podcast apps, YouTube app, or social media. Learn more at tjriggins.com/subscribe.